about that. I was having some technical issues. I had to reset my phone. I don't know what's going on. There was something going on with the Wi-Fi first, and I don't know. It's like I guess my phone might have overloaded while I was trying to get everything back up and running. But now it looks like I don't know what's going on. I've got full Wi-Fi. And I don't know if anybody sees it. I don't know if anybody's seeing that I'm on. Hey, Jose. Okay, great, perfect. So it is going. My notices are going out that that I'm actually on the line. I'm hoping. I'm sending out messages. I don't know if if everybody else is seeing my my notifications. There. Okay, so yeah, I just got confirmation. Okay, I just got confirmation. People are see. Okay, great, perfect. Yeah, it was a little bit of a bump in the road, but it looks like people are starting to see. Hey, Ma, welcome back. Okay, yeah, that was a big issue. Welcome back to you too, Amy Eleni. It's 31, so you have 4 minutes until the 15-minute mark. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that, guys, because I was trying hard to get back, and I don't know what happened. It just completely flaked. But yeah, back to the tasting. By now it's cooled down a little, so I can talk about how it tastes when it's a little bit cooler. Let's see. So it's actually a little bit sweeter, and now that it's cooled off a little bit, the orange is coming out a bit more, and so is the Ceylon. So the Ceylon is starting to creep up now that it's getting cooler, and it's good for now. I just hope that it doesn't become overpowering later on. I don't know what's going on. Like I'm okay. So all right now. Yeah, I was a little bit choppy for a minute or two, but yeah, it looks like okay. I guess ever since I restarted my phone, all the notifications and stuff were updating. Okay, so this is all right. This is getting all right. Okay. Anyway, so I'm not quite sure how I feel about the black tea starting to creep up. I certainly like it a lot when it's hot, but right now I have a little bit of apprehension because the Ceylon might have a little bit of an overpowering effect after it cools off, but we'll see. If it stays at the level that it is now, then it's going to be fine. Anyway. Okay, so you guys got any questions? I'm going to open up the floor while you know what, I'm going to turn the fan around a little bit because I'm slightly hot. It's the cinnamon and the cloves that are starting to raise my body temperature. And this is something that I was kind of expecting. I didn't know how much it would because this isn't a chai tea, but I kind of figured that because of the cloves and the cinnamon, there would be some effect to it. Yeah, tea is, well, depending on the tea. It's best when it's really hot, but after a while, when it cools off, some of the better teas, they maintain that level of quality without, losing its integrity, so to speak. Kara, how's it going? Glad you could make it. Greg, welcome back. Sorry, I had some technical issues, but I'm glad that you guys are starting to pour back in, because I'd be lost without you. You know that. Anyway, I feel like this would be good if it was sweetened with honey over the sugar. Oh, I believe your chicken looks amazing. I've seen pictures of your cooking before, so I have no doubts in my head that it's amazing. I just wish I was there to taste it. Yeah, I don't think that it would make a good one. If I guess because of the cinnamon and the orange peels alone. I know that you're not a fan of the orange peel either. Welcome back, Leanna and Poopers. I'm glad you guys could join me. What is going on with my hair up here? Like, I have like a little corner Gumby thing going on. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, I don't think that it would make a really good iced tea. But that doesn't really diminish it as a quality hot tea. I think that this would make a really good fall afternoon into the evening kind of tea. Because still, it's good. Maybe if I put a little bit of cream in it, that would actually make it a good. That would make it that would give it more volume and pull out the taste of the cinnamon more. I don't know how it would react with the orange being citrus. It might curdle a little bit, but that wouldn't affect the taste. It'll just affect the visual, maybe the texture, depending on how bad it curdles. But because it's not because the orange isn't that prevalent, it might not have an effect at all. But that's an experiment for another day. Hey, Michelle, welcome back. So yeah, I think that this is its best when served hot, because if it transitions to iced, it'll become more earthy, and you miss that nice cinnamon and orange. Yeah, it's faulty, but you. I knew that a pun was coming at the perfect time. Yeah, I know. I was having some issues before. It looks like they cleared up now. I lost Wi-Fi, and it was having a difficult time transitioning to the data. So it eventually just shut down on me. I think that I have to make some room on my phone. That might also be an issue, but that's something I'll tinker with later. But like I said, it wouldn't be one of my streams if there wasn't at least one tiny technical issue. Welcome back, Mike. Everybody, meet my name twin. He's Mike Anthony Cuevas. Yes, you heard me right. We have the exact same name. My still with my snake sword. Everybody's focused on my snake sword. Make it sound dirty. But yeah, I really do think that cream would go well with this blend. I'm already finished with my first, most of my first cup. So now that I can handle this with my bare hand, see, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this off. It's still got that golden color to it. Oh, and I got a little bit on my finger. Hey, Ralph. Tea bags. It leveled off pretty well. I mean, I wouldn't know if it's going to get bitter until it cools down completely, making it tepid. But I don't think that it's got the potential to get that strong. Such a tease. Yes, I am. Now it's still got a wholesome flavor to it. I really enjoy the level of flavor that it maintains even when it's cold. Sometimes if you have a different kind of tea as it cools off, it loses flavor. That's a rare thing, but it does happen. Usually when you drink it cold, though, you get more flavor. That's prevalent with the herbal blends, really strong leaves like rooibos. You get more of the natural flavor rather than the oversteeped, earthy, salty. Well, it's salty with green teas. The black teas, it becomes more earthy and bitter. You're not really getting it that bad with this tea. And now that it's getting to be a little bit, I don't want to say room temperature. It's still kind of hot, but not piping hot. Like, I can drink it without having to slurp anymore, you know? It's not the kettle. It's a teapot, but I don't know if it's the same. I'll have to look it up. It seems, you know what? You're right. I would lean more towards oatmeal, though, just because of the cinnamon content. Chocolate chip, it would clash a little bit with the chocolate chip. And I'm sure my sister would love to know that she started this entire trend of everybody wondering what kind of dessert goes with it. So, Teresa, this is your fault. I blame you. Yeah, she's so gonna kill me when I'm in New York. That's coming soon, and that's also got a little bit something to do with my announcement that I'm gonna be making later on. But first things first, we're gonna get through this. This stream as it is. With pumpkin cookie. Gingerbread and pumpkin, yeah, I can see that happening. Like I said, it's got that whole fall theme to it. Speaking of fall themes, that's my Halloween themed Freddy Krueger woman canvas over there. I bought that about 2 years ago? Reindeer droppings cookies? That has got to be interesting. I want to taste some reindeer dropping, and I'll drink that with the Bug-a-Poop tea. So we'll make I can't talk. Bug-a-Poop tea with sweetened with bee vomit and dipping some reindeer droppings into it. It sounds like my ideal fest right there. So I'm going to finish. Well, no, I can't finish it off. I'm not quite there yet. Poop droppings in tea bags. Yes, send me the recipe. I need to learn more about baking. I'm good with like entrees and dishes and stuff like that, but I'm not really good with baking quite yet. I did do my own crust, like a pizza crust, and that came out all right. I still need to work on that a bit. With those ones with peanut butter. Which ones with peanut butter? The reindeer dropping cookies? Well, that's something that Colleen will have to answer. I have no idea. Yes, I did do iced tea. The week that I took my break for about a month, I finished it off with iced tea because that was my marathon. I did the pregame special with the tea infused rice, and then I did the iced tea afterwards. I had done the what is it called? The Alchemist's Garden. That was the one with the watermelon iced tea. I haven't done the marinated steak yet. I'm still I'm still trying to figure out how to incorporate the water. Although I do know how I'm going to do it with the mashed potatoes. I just think that I'm going to need to essentially just do it. I'm gonna have to set aside some time and just do it with the mashed potatoes. But I think that when I do, I want to incorporate mushrooms with the steak as well. Zach, what's up, man? How's it going? So yeah, that's going to be a very interesting role. I'll see if I can stream it one of these days. I don't know if I'll be able to, because it's a little bit difficult when you're sharing a kitchen with an entire family of 5. It's hard to like whittle out some time to do something experimental and time consuming. But it's definitely on my list. No vinegar. I'm telling you, the way that it's marinated, you marinate it in the vinegar and oil. I think that the fact that it stayed in there for 2 days rather than 1 was what put it over the top. Okay, yeah, that's good. Like, it's still maintaining, now that it's cooling off and becoming more room temperature, it's still maintaining the flavor of the cinnamon and the orange, and the black tea is not it's not becoming overpowered anymore, which it's putting my my mind at rest, because I don't have that same apprehension now that I'm continuing to drink it. Yes, if I want to do a tea party, I will be happy to. I can do. I mean, that's something that I've been talking about for a while now. I keep talking with my coworkers. I'm like, all right, we gotta set aside some time. I want to do a live tea tasting / tea party with you guys. Hopefully I'll be able to be good enough and do enough networking that I can start doing it as kind of like a side gig. But for now, it's still in the testing phase. I also have to see if there's any licensing involved, because I'm handling and serving food essentially. So that's definitely something that I'm gonna have to look at. And no, without tea bags, I don't roll with the tea bags. I do it loose leaf, baby, loose leaf. I just let it fly like back and forth. So anyway, yeah, it was vinegar marinades are 12 hours tops. You see, and I left it in for like 2 days. So you can't blame me. With the whatchamacallit, with the vinegar. So yes, I would love to test your recipes. What kind of party is that? You mean without the tea bags? It's a wholesome family party. That's what it is. When you let it fly, let it fly. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this off. I'm going to open up the floor to you guys, because I know how much you guys love to hear me talk. What was bright? The recipe. The steak. Yeah. I mean, it was a little overpowering, but it wasn't as bad as it could have been. Oh, thank you very much. I do aim to please and to keep things entertaining. I gotta keep a high energy. Oh, speaking of which, I'm gonna see real quick how caffeinated this is. I'm on the page, and they changed it up a bit, so I don't remember where they put the caffeine. Okay, it's a high level of caffeine, so this is good if you need a little bite. I would I don't get easily affected by caffeine, so it's hard for me to gauge how much there is in there, but ooh, I got the hiccups. Not getting affected by caffeine. I get that from my mom. She is like a rock when it comes to this kind of thing. No, I'm not going to be texting people at 2 a.m. Maybe 1:30 tops, but not 2. You're like, hey, how's you going? What you doing? Hey, what you doing? Come entertain me. I'm bored. Oh, that's the worst when people say, entertain me, I'm bored. It's like, I am not the boss of you. Or you're not the boss of me. It doesn't go either way. Cafe World. Oh my god. I only played that for like a hot minute. Like I really never got too far in that game. Time management and all that. I'm like, I prefer blowing stuff up. You know what? I really feel like this would be... Oddly, I think that this would make a really good soda. You once had a minister and a big cup of Cuban coffee and still fell asleep in class? Why? Okay, now I'm really curious. Like, what did the minister... Oh, a monster. I was about to say, I was like, what is a monster supposed to do? I mean, what is a minister supposed to do? Like, that was going into a very odd place. Ooh. I dribbled a little bit. Good thing I had that extra tea rag. I have a drinking problem. I can't keep it all in my mouth. Okay, anyway. Now that I'm all cleaned up from the dribble. Okay, so I'm going to open it up the floor again. See what you guys have got to say. If you're interested, if you have any questions regarding the tea, the aftertaste, anything about it, I'm open. If you want to know about the health benefits, it has the same health benefits as any black tea, with a little bit of the health benefits that you would get from citrus fruits. So it's going to have a little bit of vitamin C in it, probably a good concentration because it's coming out of the rind rather than the meat, and that's where the concentration of the vitamin C is. And black tea also helps your immunity anyway. It's going to help your digestion and your blood pressure. Well, not blood pressure. What is it? The circulation. So yeah, it's got some really good health benefits long term, and it's got like a little bit after you're finished with it. It's got a little bit of a texture at the end. Like, you know how at the bottom of your cereal bowl you have that residue, the sugar residue? I'm getting that, but the cinnamon version of it. And I think that that's a really good way to finish it. Like, you get one last kick from it. Yeah, I agree. The orange rind is really bitter, but luckily it's not overpowering in this one, so you don't have to worry about having that flavor. Shayna has the same issue. She hates the orange rind, and I'm like, yeah, I understand completely. But you know, this is how you live and learn. You go through life and test things out. See what's going on. And I see, stop looking at my snake sword. Stop it. I know I caught one or two of you. Oh, I'm gonna turn this over around here. Okay, so any other questions? Yeah, you see, I knew it. Shane was like, yeah, but yeah, I'm with you. Like, if it's overpowering, then yeah, it would be no good. But thankfully, this has got the orange inclusion, but it's not that prevalent in the hot tea. Like, you still get a nice little orange tang to it. Okay, anybody else got any questions, comments, anything? Okay, well, while you guys think it over, I'm going to make my special announcement. I was talking to you guys. A few of you already know what it is. Let me just pull up my calendar, just in case. There we go. So it's not going to be next week. Next week is the 11th. It's going to be my my last stream while I'm in Chicago. The week after, I'm going to be back in New York, and so, as I promised, I'm going to have a very special guest. My mom is going to join us on the tea stream, and you're all going to see where I get my good looks from, because everybody tells me I look like her, and thank God I don't look like my dad, because he ugly. But she's going to be on there, and we're going to be doing display teas, which is something that I really love to do. I don't have the setup for it, but it's a beautiful thing, and I'll tell you more about it as I go along. To this day, she still hasn't done the display tea yet, and I figure, what better way than to do it in person on a stream, so that we're both experimenting for the first time, because I've never done it in a display pot. I know how it would work, but it's really not that difficult. So yeah, that's my big announcement. I will be on the 18th of August. This is going to be the week of my sister's wedding. Congratulations, Teresa, once again. And it's going to be a blast. As you know, my mom and I are like that, two peas. So you're going to see a good, it's going to be a great show. I recommend that you guys tune in. You're going to love it. And as a preview for next week, I have my last one. Angel, what's up? You came in at the end of it. But I'm still glad you came. So next week, I'm going to be doing Assam Melody. It's coming out backwards on my end. I don't know if you guys see it forwards. I don't know. It says Assam Melody. It's from India, I believe. Yep, it's from India. And it's gonna be a blast. Like, I haven't had any experience with this, but it came highly recommended by the Adagio crew. So this is I'm really excited to do this, because I've never done a straight up Indian black tea on the stream before. Excuse me. And I love like authentic Indian teas. Ceylon is the more famous one. That's the one that Lipton uses all the time. It's from a specific part of India, but I'm going to do a little bit of research to see where this comes from. It's from actually Assam, but I'm going to see like geographically where it would be. Do I have any samples? What do you mean, like samples to bring home, or samples that I've tasted before? Or samples you want me to send you? Because you never did get back to me on that Yeah, you never did get back to me on that tea. I'm gonna be bringing a bunch of tea to Ma. It's all good for iced teas, but they make excellent hot teas also. So if you come by, then by all means drop in. If you come by on on that Friday, then be prepared to join us on the stream. And that's another thing, because when I'm in New York, basically everybody comes over. So more than likely, somebody else besides Ma is going to be at the on the stream. Probably Greg. If you're still here, Greg, Friday. I know that you're gonna pop in. I'm not going to be in New York until the 12th. So unless you can come the week after, that would be fine. Am I frozen again, or is it you guys still see me? Yes, no, maybe. I mean, I can still see myself recording, so I'm gonna assume that I'm still going. But yeah. Oh, okay, good. Just wanted to make sure. So, yep. Come the 18th, we're going to still, I assume, still live and not still love, because you're married, Angel. Don't forget your wife. Anyway, okay, great. I just wanted to make sure, because I don't want a repeat of what happened earlier. That would have just been tragic. But yeah, it's going to be Ma and whoever else happens to be there at the right time. Whoever's there is going to end up on the stream. Yeah, you better still love me. Shoot. I moved all the way to Chicago. So yeah, anyway, I'm sure that we're going to have an amazing time on the 18th. I'm really looking forward to it. You guys are going to see me in my natural element, and you think I'm crazy here. Just wait till you see when I'm home. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off. And thanks so much for joining me. It means the world to me every week that you guys take the time out to watch and to show me some love. I really appreciate it, and have a great weekend, everybody. Bye. Yeah, maybe... yeah, I'll try to come to Philly. That's what, like it's what, 4 hours? I think I could do that in a day, like a day trip. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.